we should be able to beat Cedarville.
And of course, week from over here, but I'll tell you, it would have taken a heck of a deal to keep Kevin's dad from the ball game tonight. Got what seems to be possible food poisoning yesterday. Ended up in the hospital last night. Didn't get to see the Jamestown game, but is here tonight for this one, and hopefully he'll be able to make it through, and that OIT can get him a W.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bobby, we know at this point 2 of the final 4 teams, and we haven't shared that yet with the fans. We know that Sioux Falls, South Dakota beat Damon of New York 74-62. Damon is the team, Bobby, that big upset over Albertson. So that was a little bit of a surprise to me, knowing the way that Damon played, but Sioux Falls has been kind of a Cinderella team. They played extremely well this whole tournament.
And you know, Danny Miles said in the pregame show that he, right now, he thought Sioux Falls may be the team to beat after he watched them play Damon.
Yeah, now, Sioux Falls is waiting for the winner of the Mid-America and Bellevue game, which will follow ours. In the other bracket, in the bracket that OIT is in, William Jewell was upset, and probably a minor upset, but upset by St. Ambrose of Iowa, 88-84 in overtime. And for the fans back home, it went down to the final shot with St. Ambrose in regulation leading by 3 points. William Jewell launched a shot from beyond the half court and hit it at the buzzer.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net, and brought it into overtime. So St. Ambrose is going to await the winner of the OIT Cedarville game.
All right, Oregon Tech will be going from right to left across your radio dial here in the first half, as the Yellow Jackets of Cedarville will be heading the other way. The number 8 seed, the Yellow Jackets of Cedarville, with victories over the College of the Ozarks and Cornerstone, and the Hustling Owls defeating Dominican University of California and number 1 Jamestown to get here as well. Alex Carlson will jump with Mugabe Thomas to get the game underway. Again, our officials, Al Monaco, Warren Evans, and John Washburn. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway, and the tip is controlled by Oregon Tech's Michael Nunes in the front court. Gives it to Hugay and to Todd Matthews. Matthews quickly with the basketball out on top, dribbles over the right-hand side, looking to drive down low. Now bounces over to Nunes on the right, out on top again to Matthews. Matthews comes to the left side and finds Carlson. Alex with the basketball. Gives it still holding, looking out on top, and goes to Hugay. Back over to Todd Matthews with 14 on the shot clock. Todd behind the back dribble, in trouble. Gets the ball knocked away from him, gets it out to Baker. Long 3, good. Kevin Baker.
So 3 games in a row, Bobby. Kevin's taken the first shot and made a 3-pointer in each game.
And Baker puts OIT ahead 3-0. Out of the backcourt with the basketball, Weekly. Weekly gives the ball up to Gast. Gast comes out to Thomas. Thomas, foul line jumper, left side is good by Mugabe Thomas. Nice shot, and the margin is 1 at OIT 3. Cedarville 2, 19:05 remaining first half. Top of the key, Nunes on the left-hand dribble, gives it over to Baker. Baker with the basketball, both teams playing man. Down in the corner, it goes to Hugay along the baseline and back out to Matthews. Todd on the dribble. Todd looking. Todd drives into the foul line, terminates his dribble, comes way out to Hugay on top. Tough defense put on by Cedarville. Hugay with it, whirls at the foul line. Now gives it back to Nunes. Right-hand side to Baker. Baker on the dribble, going to go to the hoop, toss it up. No harm, no foul. It's knocked down. Rebound. Nunes has it. It's down, and the shot clock expires because they did not hit the rim. Owls had to toss it back up. They didn't realize it. You and I did, Frank.
Yeah.
Turnover, and the basketball will go to Cedarville. And the Yellow Jackets will have a chance to take their first lead of the game with 18:30 remaining in the first half. Out of the backcourt with the basketball comes Weekly. Weekly on the dribble, bounces out on top to Thomas. Thomas drives down, puts up a foul line jump off the glass, no good. Rebound Nunes. Michael clears it out to Matthews. Straight down the middle comes Todd on the left-hand dribble. Goes to the left side to Hugay. Hugay lobs down to Carlson. Mugabe Thomas tries to take it away. Out to Nunes. Long 3. Back iron off. No good. Rebound skied for and grabbed by the Yellow Jackets, DeLimpo. Ahead to Weekly. Drives down the lane. Scoop it to the hoop. Block shot by Baker. Nice shot by the kid from Boardman on the block. Gets it over to Matthews. Todd to the front court. 3-2 Oregon Tech. Matthews left-hand side to Carlson. Carlson Out on top to Baker. Baker with the basketball. Comes back to Huguet. Huguet will bounce it off, go over to Matthews. Long three, right side, Todd, short off the iron. Rebound, Baker trying to save it, can't do it. It goes out of bounds, it'll go back to Cedarville. So after Baker hit his first shot and Thomas hit the first shot, neither team has scored.
Yeah, well, both teams have come out with a very strong man defense, Bobby.
Weekly with the basketball, guarded by Matthews. Brings it across, left-hand side with the ball to Gast. Gast on the dribble. They cut him off, lobs down to Thomas along the baseline, turns, whirls, 6-footer, Thomas, no good. Another rebound for Michael Nunes. Gives it to Todd Matthews. Long pass ahead to Carlson is intercepted by DeLimpo. DeLimpo gives it up to Weekly. Weekly comes down, kicks it out to Gast, long three, good. Wow. Transition at its best, and that is a three, and it is 5-3 in favor of Cedarville, and they're on a 5-0 run. Matthews in the front court with the basketball. Over to Baker. Baker down to Nunes. Little 8-foot jumper. In and out. Will not go. Rebound cleared off down low by Geiler. Geiler comes up. Gives it to Weekly. Weekly back to Geiler. Left-hand side to Gast. Down along the corner to DeLimpo. DeLimpo backs his way in against Carlson. Still backs his way in. Jump hook. No good. Rebound Baker. Gives it out to Matthews. Fast-paced basketball game. Todd across the equator with the ball on the left-hand dribble. Now switches hands to the right. Drives to the hoop. Lays it off the glass and scores it. Matthews, his first basket, and we are tied at 5, and that is tie number 1 in this ball game. Long pass down low, and a good one to DeLimpo, and he lays it home. 7-5 in favor of Cedarville, 16-18 remaining in the first half. Matthews into front court with the basketball. Todd, pull up three, straight on, buries it. Todd Matthews, he's got 5 in the game, and the Owls back ahead at 8-7. Front court, Cedarville with the ball. Gast drives to the corner. Goes around Nunes, kicks it over to DeLimpo. Comes out with the basketball to Weekly. Down to Thomas. Over to Geiler. Back to Weekly. Near side to Gast. Lobs down to DeLimpo. Backs his way in against Carlson. DeLimpo with it. Kicks it out. On top now, they give it back to Gast. Gast on the drive. Nunes right with him. Gast bounces down to Thomas. Thomas trying to go down low. Turn around. 6-footer. Roll around and down. I'll tell you, Mugabe Thomas can get up in the air. He's got 4, and it's 9-8 Cedarville. The Yellow Jackets by 1. Matthews across the timeline to Baker. NBA 3, got it! So Baker's got 6, Matthews has 5, and that's 11-9. Oregon Tech by 2. Out of the backcourt with the basketball is Jason Weekly. Weekly on the right-hand dribble. Terminates, gives it over to DeLimpo, back to Weekly. Weekly with the basketball. And he loses it. Matthews has got it. Lobs down to Baker. Baker's going to go to the hoop, lay it up, missed the lay-in. Oh, he was pressured by Thomas and missed it going down. They come the other way with Gast, get it back out on top. Long shot on the way. Odd-looking shot in and out of the hopper by Geiler. Rebound comes to OIT, and Matthews back across the timeline the other way. This is really racehorse basketball. Todd drives down, wants to put it up. It is no good, but he is fouled by Geiler, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And I will tell you, Frank Ruskin, this is a fast-paced game.
Yeah, it's obviously taken me by surprise because both teams have been nonstop. I don't think anybody has slowed the pace at all.
And there's been no substitution in the first 5 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm tired.
There will be.
Oh,
there will be.
I'm tired right now. Matthews at the line, 64%, 61 of 95 on the year. The senior from Adelaide, Australia, first shot perfect. He's got 6 in the game. And now we have substitution. Matt Johnson, Dave Michaelis, Lavelle Haysia for OIT. Carlson, Nunes, and Huguet go out, and we'll catch the substitutions. It's going to be Brandon Lee for Cedarville, along with Barry Chamberlain, and also Drew Borton. He's the 6'9 sophomore out of Spring, Texas. And staying in the game with him, that's the easiest way to do it, is going to be Jason Weekly and Josh Gast. I'll tell you, when Gast hit his three-pointer, that was quite a release. I mean, he was just catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And now, let's see. Carlson comes back in.
Okay. And Baker is leaving because I think he has
blood?
blood. Yeah.
Okay, and so Baker is leaving, and Carlson comes back. Evidently, somebody was bleeding, and Baker got the blood on him. Second shot by Todd. Good also. He's got 7 in the game. Owls lead it by 4. Biggest lead of the game at 13-9. Front court, drive to the hoop, toss it up, no good on the shot by Gast. And Todd Matthews picks up the personal foul. That is Todd's first, and that is going to put Gast at the line. Gast is 6'3", and of course, kind of a mismatch there for Todd. He's 81%, 62 of 77 from the foul line. And the first shot is good by Gast. Their three black court starters are all excellent foul shooters.
Yeah. And OIT is going to have to do like they did last night and make their foul shots.
Boy, 13-10. Gast will have one more. Senior out of Prospect, Ohio. Second shot also good. He's got 5 in the game to lead Cedarville. Matthews has 7 and Baker 6 for OIT. That's all 13 of theirs. 2-point lead, front court. Haysia left side out on top to Matthews. Right to Dave Michaelis, down to Matt Johnson in the corner. Matt comes out to Michaelis. Now they've gone to the zone. Back out on top to Matthews. Comes back to the left to Haysia, back to Matthews. Matthews with the basketball. Lobs to Matt Johnson underneath. Wants to put it up. Loses the handle on the ball. And it is picked out of the air by Borton, and they'll come the other way. Matt just flat lost the handle. Get it over to Gast. Back out. Long three on the way. Shot, and it is buried by Barry Chamberlain. And it's 14-13 Cedarville. So just like that, they're on a 5-0 run, and we're just under 14 minutes in the first half. Over to Haysia on the left-hand side. To Matthews, right-hand side to Michaelis. Dave out on top to Matthews. Todd with the basketball left to Lavelle. Lavelle drives down along the baseline. In trouble, gets it back out to Matthews. Todd with 16, lobs in at the high post over to Carlson. To Haysia to Matthews. Bounce pass. Not a good pass to Carlson from Matthews. It is picked off coming the other way. Cedarville, Chamberlain drives down low. Kicks it clear out. Long three on the way again. Good again. And this time it's Brandon Lee. And it's 17-13, and Cedarville can shoot it.
Yeah, they certainly can.
And they are on an 8-0 run, and they lead it by 4. That is their biggest lead. Haysia, left side with the basketball. Lavelle on the dribble, and we have got a timeout. Oregon Tech. Danny Miles wants timeout, and we'll be right back.
BB Liquidators at 612 South 7th, 2 blocks east of the post office, is proud to be a sponsor of Oregon Tech basketball. BB Liquidators features clothing, shoes, toys, new and used furniture, plus used appliances, and a holiday store for all occasions. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. It's BB Liquidators at 612 South 7th. Give us a call at 850-1213. Again, that's 850-1213. Good luck to both the Hustling Owls and the Lady Owls from BB Liquidators.
Well, back here at the Keeter Gymnasium on the campus of College of the Ozarks, Cedarville on an 8-0 run. They've come from 13-9 down to a 17-13 lead. And Brandon Lee and Barry Chamberlain have had a lot to say about that. Back-to-back threes.
Yeah, and OIT has got Florian back in the game and Kevin Baker.
So Baker, they got the blood problem fixed, and Florian Huguet in. Matthews sits down, as does Carlson. All right, Hasty out on top, gives it over to Dave Michaelis. Michaelis with the basketball, goes down left-hand side to Baker, and we have a whistle and a foul is going to go against Cedarville. And the foul is going to be on Borton, his first personal foul, second team foul, and the Owls will take it out with a fresh 35. Hasty under the basket, looking, lobs way out on the side to Baker. Comes out on top to Matt Johnson with the basketball. Matt over to Michaelis, down to Baker in the corner. Clear out to Matt Johnson on the top, left-hand side to Haysia. Cedarville stays in the zone. And Haysia's bounce pass goes by Baker out of bounds. And I'll tell you right now, the Owls doing about like they did at Albertson College that day on some of their passes. Not very good. All right, Cedarville front court. Long shot, gassed for three, no good. Baker the rebound. Kevin clears it off. One bounce dribble to Haysia down the near sideline. Lavelle goes to the middle. Haysia now backs it off, comes left side to Matt Johnson. And they stay in the zone, and who wouldn't? Right to Michaelis. Michaelis with the basketball. Comes over to Matt Johnson on this side. Johnson with the basketball down to Haysia along the corner. Goes out to Haysia to Michaelis. Long three, right side. Dave Michaelis, and it's good. David Michaelis hits the basket, and the Owls cut the lead to 1 at 17-16. Well, the basketball in the front court is gassed. Comes to the near side with it to Lee. Lee terminates his dribble, gives it on top to Weekly. To Borton, a 6'9" kid out of Spring, Texas. Haysia knocks it away from him, and it goes out of bounds, and they say that it was still last touched by Haysia. Lavelle tried to tell him it went off Borton, but the officials did not agree. Into the game for Cedarville, Eric Leininger, isn't it? Leininger, yeah, Leininger. We'll get it right. Leininger into the game. Weekly with the basketball out on top. Weekly on the dribble. His team leads by 1. over on the left-hand side. Baker's going to be called for the foul, and on Kevin, that will be his first and the team's second. The fresh 35 goes to Cedarville as they will take it out.
I don't think Danny's surprised that Cedarville is in a zone defense against them.
I thought they'd probably be in it from the start. Geiler comes in for Weekly. They'll take the ball out, comes out on top to Borton. Borton gives the ball back to Geiler. Geiler with the basketball, yo-yos the dribble, comes right-hand side to Lee. Lee with it, Lee on the left-hand dribble, whirls around Michaels underneath, kicks it way back out on top. Back over to Lee. Lee drives down in the lane, wants to throw it up past Carlson. No harm, no foul as he bites the dust. Baker the rebound up to Haysia, comes to the front court. Goes to Michaelis, long three, right side, Michaelis short. Off of the iron, no good. Rebound comes to Geiler, come the other way. Geiler with the basketball, passes down low underneath to Borton. Borton's got it, give it over to Lee, and he lays it home. And it's 19-16 three-point lead, Cedarville with 11:10 remaining in the first half. Baker front court with the basketball. Comes out on top to Michaelis, right-hand side to Haysia. Lavelle on the dribble, back out on top to Michaelis, over to Baker. Cedarville stays in the zone. Down to Carlson along the baseline, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Brandon Lee, and they'll reset the clock with a fresh 35. Alex Carlson has hardly touched the basketball.
Yeah, no, particularly in this
way
defense,
this zone, yeah.
They're denying him the opportunity inside.
Haysia will take the basketball out under the OIT basket, just actually to the side of it. Matthews and Nunes in. Michaelis and Haysia out for OIT. Good contingent of fans for OIT up in their section. Matthews to take it out, lobs way out on top to Hugay. Hugay with a basketball on the dribble, comes to Baker. Long three, left side, Baker good. Kevin Baker, his third three, and Oregon Tech has tied the game at 19. That is the second tie. The last one was at 5. Geiler out of the backcourt with the basketball. Comes over to the near side to Brandon Lee. Lobs into Borton. Borton against Carlson, wants to go in, throw around, and roll it home. Nice move by Drew Borton. And it's 21-19 Cedarville. 10:30 remaining first half. Matthews front court with the basketball. Todd on the dribble. Gives it out to Nunes. Mike Nunes holds it. On left-hand dribble, one bounce over to Baker. Baker with the ball, goes down along the baseline to Matthews, back to Baker. Baker back over to Matthews. Matthews on the dribble. Tries to penetrate, can't, give it out to Baker, into Hugay in the middle. Wants to drive underneath, put it up, and he's going to be hammered, and a foul will be called underneath. And we'll see if it's going to be on the big guy, Borton.
I think Chamberlain.
And it is on Barry Chamberlain. You're right, Frank. His first, team's third. Hugay at the line to shoot 2. Florian, 82% on the year. First shot on the way is good. And that cuts the Cedarville lead to 1, 21-20 with 10:08 remaining first half. Nice crowd here tonight for two teams. Second shot, no good by Florian. Rebound cleared out by the 6'9 Borton. Gets it near side to Geiler. Geiler on the left-hand dribble across the timeline with the basketball. Guarded by Matthews. His pass goes to Lee on the left-hand side. Back out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain back to Lee. Lee on the dribble. Lee whirls, gives it on top now to Leininger. Over to Geiler, down low with it to Chamberlain. Pass underneath, back out with the ball to Lee. Good D by OIT. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Lee with the ball, gets it out. Long three, jumps straight away, and it is good by Chamberlain. His second three, and again, a 4-point lead. Second time that they have had it. The Owls had a 4-point lead once. 24-20, Cedarville, 9:25 remaining till halftime. Baker with the ball, goes down the corner to Nunes, back to Baker. Long three, Kevin, this one off the iron. And we have a whistle and a foul, and I think it's going to be Alex Carlson. I think Carlson will pick up the personal foul, his first, the team's third. Baker's shot just hit the front of the rim and faded away.
Yeah, just a little short.
24-20, Baker now out of the game, and Matt Johnson back in for OIT. Steal by Todd Matthews in the backcourt. Matthews with an alert steal, and the Owls have the basketball back. Todd on the dribble, behind the back. Yo-yos it, goes down in, gives it to Hugay, lay it up off the glass and missed the lay-in. Oh my, tough roll for Flo. Rebound comes the other way with a basketball over in the corner is Lee. Lee gets it out, they give it on top to Borton, a long three, and that's going to be an air ball. When you are 6'9" and you're from Spring, Texas, I think your range is not 22 feet.
And he only took 27 of them all year, so That was probably an ill-advised shot.
And the Storm Troops, the first team, 3 of them coming back in here shortly. Matthews front court with the basketball to Matt Johnson. Over to Mike Nunes. Nunes with the ball down in the corner. Now they get it back out to Nunes to Matthews. Drives down inside. He wants to lay it up. It's blocked by Borton, who picks it out of the air. Nice play by the sophomore from Spring, Texas. Come the other way. Shot on the way is no good. And we have a whistle and a foul. Matt Johnson was knocked to the floor, but I think Johnson is going to be called for the foul. Johnson's first, the team's fourth, and that's going to put Leininger at the line to shoot 2. He's 73% on the year. 24-20 Cedarville, leading by 4. Leininger's first shot is no good. And back into the game comes Thomas. Also back into the game, Dalimpo. And waiting to come into the game is Gast. He obviously wants to come in for Leininger, who will be shooting one more. Leininger can give Cedarville their biggest lead of the game. Shot on the way, perfect. Cedarville now by 5, their largest lead with 8:28 remaining in the first half, 25-20. And the Owls will put the ball in play. Pat Johnson gets it in to Todd Matthews. Haysia, Carlson, and Nunes, the rest of the Owl lineup. Mike Nunes out on top, right-hand side to Matt Johnson. The 2 Henley boys in Klamath Falls. Over to Todd Matthews. Matthews to Haysia. Now he goes to Nunes, back out to Lavelle on top and to Todd Matthews. Matthews with the basketball on the dribble as they stay in the zone. Back to Todd from Lavelle, drives down, kicks it back out. Right-hand side to Nunes, bounces down low. Matt Johnson in traffic, turns, 6-footer, goes 5.5, and the rebound lost over in the corner. But not quite out of bounds, saved in there by Brandon Lee and Geiler, and they bring it to the front court. Geiler on the dribble, bounces down low. With the basketball, comes back out to Geiler. He gets the ball back into Dalimpo. Dalimpo wants to put it up, misses the shot. Thomas wants to put it up, misses the shot, then gets another rebound and puts it in. And the biggest lead is now 7 at 27-20 for Cedarville. Matthews with the ball, going to drive it to the hoop, and he is clobbered.
Wow, he got hit in the face with an elbow. It wasn't intentional, but he got hit in the face with an elbow.
And they call the foul on Dalimpo.
It could have been 2 fouls in one. Dalimpo fouled him first, and then
Thomas
whacked him.
Yeah. Todd goes to the line. He's got 7 points. He's 2 of 2 thus far tonight at the line. Trying to get the Owls back closer as they trail by 7. First shot, back iron and off. No good for Todd.
He may be seeing the rim twice here. He may be getting double vision with that one.
Scott Tarvin into the game. He's a 6'5 freshman for Cedarville. And Kevin Baker comes in to replace Alex Carlson for OIT, and Matthews will have one more. Second shot by Todd is good. And the lead is cut to 6. Owls put pressure on in the backcourt. And they get the ball into Geiler. Geiler guarded by Haysia. Geiler across the line with the basketball. 27-21 Cedarville. Geiler with it. Passes inside with the basketball. Comes over on the near side with it to Tarvin. Back out. Now it's knocked away by the Owls. Picked off by Matthews to Haysia. And we're going to have a blocking foul called on Geiler, who picks up his second personal foul, 15 foul.
He was stationary, but he didn't give enough room to make after the catch to make the turn.
No, and then Haysia then got whacked by Thomas as they ran into each other after that. I'll tell you, you feel like you're a couple of pinballs out there. Geiler out, and coming back into the game is going to be Jason Weekly. For the Yellow Jackets, Matthews to take the ball out. 27-21 with 7 minutes remaining till halftime. Over to Baker. Baker back on top to Matthews. They stay in the zone. Comes over to Nunes. Mike with the ball on the dribble. Comes over in the corner to Matthews. Matthews with it. Back out to Nunes. Right-hand side. Haysia, long 3. Iron, that's all. As a slid across and off. Rebound Thomas. Thomas comes the other way. Almost taken away by Matthews. Pass to the right side to Weekly. Weekly down underneath the Thomas against Baker. Turns. Wales puts up a little 5-footer. No good rebound. Matt Johnson. Gives it to Matthews. Come the other way with 6:30 remaining. In the corner to Haysia, to Baker, out to Matthews, back to Haysia. Lavelle drives back out to Todd. Todd with a basketball on the dribble. They've extended the zone, and the Owls are not getting good shots. Good D. Matt Johnson underneath, and he is mugged by Thomas. As Mugabe Thomas picks up his second personal foul. That will be team foul number 6, and the Owls will get it out again.
They're only showing Thomas with 1, Bobby.
They're showing Thomas with 1.
Right.
That's interesting. Okay, we'll go with it then. Owls will put it back in play. Haysia back to Matthews. Matthews out to Haysia. Haysia with it back to Matthews. He takes a long 3, left side. Back iron, no good. Baker went up to get the rebound. And a whistle and a foul is going to go against Cedarville. And I think it's going to be called on Tarvin. And that's his first personal foul. And that is the 7th team foul with 6:07 to go. That's going to put Mike Nunes at the line. First shot by Mike is good. He is the leading foul shooter for OIT at 84%. Remind you, this is the sports leader in the Klamath Basin. KAGO 1150 on your AM dial in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Second shot duplicate. 27-23. The lead is 4 as we approach 6 minutes. Cedarville by the 4 spot. Weekly out of the backcourt with a basketball, being dogged by Haysia. Kicks the ball over. Matthews with a steal. Todd goes after it. Todd coming down, and he's going to pull it back out. Gets it to Baker. Baker underneath, lays it up high and missed the lay-in. Oh, my. And the rebound is knocked over to Cedarville. Owls have missed about 3 lay-ins so far in this game. Knocked away from Weekly beautifully. Nunes has it for a minute. It's knocked out of bounds, and I'll tell you, you can't say enough about the hustle for Oregon Tech. Haysia knocked the ball away. It went over to Carlson. He dove for it. Then Nunes dives for it. And unfortunately, still on the floor is Jason Weekly. He's getting up slow. His bodies were everywhere. And Weekly's all right. He's going to walk it off. 5:38 remaining in the first half of play. 27-23. And we've got a timeout, OIT, and we will be back.
You need that special touch to spiff up your custom home? Call Matt Miles Construction at 885-5552. They offer quality work, reasonable prices, and satisfaction guaranteed. Give Matt a call at 885-5552. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza with 2 locations to serve you in Klamath Falls, 3140 South 6th Street and 2583 Campus Drive. From our kitchen to your oven, for the freshest taste in pizza, it's Papa Murphy's.
Back here at the Keeter Gymnasium, 5:38 remaining in the first half of play. 27 for the Yellow Jackets of Cedarville, 23 for Oregon Tech. Frank, good ball game, but 2 teams, they've been hot and they've been cold, and the zone defense that Cedarville has put up has really affected OIT.
Absolutely. The first part of the game was all about speed, and the second half has been about defense.
All right, Geiler will take the basketball out. Gets it into the back court to Weekly. Weekly guarded by Haysia, left-hand side with the ball to Gast. Gast on the dribble, trying to get by Nunes, and a foul is going to be called, or a jump. I think they're going to call a foul on Lavelle Haysia. It's either Lavelle or Mike Nunes, and it is Lavelle. His first personal foul, 5th team foul.
Well, even though the pace has slowed, the intensity has picked up, Bobby.
Thomas goes right over the top of Carlson and slam dunks. Oh, my. And a 6-point lead again. That was something. Baker for 3. Great shot by Kevin as he retaliates for a wide-open 3. Everybody oohing and awing about the slam, and it was with authority, and Baker pops the 3. The lead is 3, 29-27. Gass gets it down low to Thomas. Thomas back out to Gass, back down to Thomas from Jamaica. Wants to get it in. His pass intercepted by Carlson. Gives it over to Haysia on the near side. Lavelle to the front court. Down along the baseline to Hugay. Back out to Lavelle. Lavelle on the dribble. He's going to drive, fade away. 9-footer. Good from the left side. Haysia is in the book with his first basket. And the Owls are within 1 at 29-28 with 4:35 remaining. Driving down to give it in the corner and driving to the hoop, missing the shot, is going to be DeLimpo, but he's going to be fouled. I think it's going to go on Nunes. Mike Nunes picks up his first personal foul. Now this will send Anthony DeLimpo to the foul line. And actually it's a good foul, Frank, because DeLimpo, 45 of 95, 46% on the year, and he had a slammer-rookie. Dunk, shot, no good. Save one.
Yep.
DeLimpo will have one more.
There have been bodies flying in this game quite a bit, Bobby.
The winner will play St. Ambrose tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, which will be 6 o'clock Pacific if it happens to be OIT. Second shot by DeLimpo is good. If it is Cedarville, of course, they're on the same time as here, so it would be 8 o'clock. All right, 30-28, two-point lead for Cedarville with 4:25 remaining in the first half. Haysia yo-yos the dribble out in front. Lavelle with the basketball. Pull up three. Off the iron. Will not go. Left side. Rebound picked up by Geyer, and he'll bring it to the front court for the Yellow Jackets. Out on top with it to Gast. Gast on the dribble. They try to cut him off. Drives in, kicks it back out to Geiler. Geiler dives down. Over in the corner to Gast again. Wants to drive in the lane. Kicks it down low to DeLimpo. Up over the top. And I think, is it going to be an offensive foul, or are they calling it on Nunes? They're counting the basket and counting the foul on Mike Nunes, his second. Tough break for Mike. He was right there, stationary. And DeLimpo, who is about 5 inches taller than Mike Nunes, just went right over the top of him, knocked him to the floor. They gave him the basket and called the foul on Nunes, which means Michael had to be moving, because if he is stationary, it certainly has to be a charge. And it could be one, misses the foul shot, rebound Carlson. Could be one where they give him the basket and then call the foul afterwards. But not the case. All right, 32-28. Cedarville, 4-point lead, 3:50 remaining first half. Michaelis with the basketballs. He just came into the game to Carlson and over to Haysia. Lavelle with the basketball, back out to Florian Huguet. Huguet with it to Haysia. Haysia has the basketball. Lavelle on the dribble. Going to drive in, now backs it off, goes to Carlson in the corner with 8 seconds to go. Out to Huguet with 6. Florian drives down to the right-hand side. Florian has it. He's going to have to lean in, toss up a shot. No good as it hit the iron. Desperation as the shot clock was going down. Weekly comes the other way with the basketball. Gives it up. Long shot on the way for 3. Off the iron. No good. Rebound Michaelis. The shot was taken by Josh Gast. 32-28. Owls down by 4. Haysia with the ball. Tries in the lane. Put up a little 8-footer. Good in the lane. Lavelle Haysia, he's got 4 in the game. Matthews and Baker, the leading scorers for OIT. Bake's got 12, and Matthews has 8. All right, with the basketball, driving in, Gas turns, whirls underneath, passes to DeLimpo. DeLimpo in, switches hands to the left, roll around, no good. Baker gets the rebound, clears it out to Haysia. Left-hand side to Huguet. Huguet drives down in the lane, gives it to Baker, who lays it home. Nice pass by Huguet to Baker, who lays it home. He's got 14, and we're tied at 32. Last tie was at 19. And the ball lost out of bounds by Cedarville. And it'll go over to OIT. All right, back into the game for Cedarville. Barry Chamberlain, he had 2 threes last time he was in, played very, very well. Drew Borton also comes in, as does Eric Leiniger. More depth on the Cedarville team than there is on the OIT team. They're trying to run us out of gas. Matthews also now back into the game, replaced Haysia. To Baker on top. Bake jumps up 3 straight on. Good, but it's a 2. He's inside the 3-point line. And Kevin Baker has 16 points here in the first half. And the Owls have a 2-point lead, 34-32, with 2:10 remaining. Weekly front court with the ball. Weekly wants to drive down along the baseline. Weekly's got it. Get it out to Leiniger, to Borton in the corner. Way out on top with it to Chamberlain. Back over to Leiniger. Drives down, finds Borton underneath, misses the lay-in. Rebound Baker. Gives it to Matthews. Al's got a break there. Matthews goes left-hand side to Carlson. Back to Matthews on top to Baker. Baker hitting the head. No harm, no foul. He's hammered. The ball goes down. It's going to go over in the corner. Picked up again by Baker. Back to Michaelis. Open 3. Bingo! Dave Michaelis, a 5-point lead, and that's the biggest Oregon Tech lead. Back and forth we go. 37-32. And we've got a whistle and a foul against OIT. And my, what a fast-paced game, Frankie, and hardly any timeouts for commercials.
Yeah, I know. And that was on Florian. No, Florian. No, they're calling it.
Yeah, 13 is Flo. But now they're giving Flo 2 fouls. I only had Florian with 1 personal foul.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing over there. They're giving Florian a second foul, and I only had him with 1. All right, at the foul line, and the shot is good by Gast. This is amazing. I know I've watched what they've been calling and what they've been saying, and they did change it and put it 13. Boy, they're going to sleep over there on us. Occasionally, they keep going to sleep over on us. We're going to have a very pretty halftime guest, too, on the radio.
Are you talking about
No,
me?
I'm not. I'm talking about Jenny Rodwell. Second shot is no good. She is the head honch here doing all the work. We won't give Scotty McClure any credit at all. We're going to give it all to Jenny Rodwell. All right, Al's front court. Carlson drives in, puts the ball up. Basket counts. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. All right. Yep, Jenny Rodwell, former Albertson golfer. Great lady. I annoy her all the time when I call her at Olathe because I don't know what I'm doing. Carlson at the line for one. The foul was charged to Jason Weekly. Carlson shot, perfect. Alex completes the three-point play. He's in the book. Oregon Tech, biggest lead of the night. At 7, Cedarville had one of those earlier. All right, Weekly with the basketball. Weekly on the drive, left-hand side, gives it to Leininger. Leininger, they cut him off, comes way out on top to Gast. Gast with the basketball, tries to whirl by Matthews, in traffic, throws it up, and gets the roll, and down it goes. What a play by Josh Gast. He has now got 8 in the game. 40-35, the Owl lead cut to 5, and we're under a minute. Oregon Tech out on top of the basketball, Lavelle Haysia. Haysia on the dribble, goes over in the corner, finds Matthews for 3. Off the iron, will not go. Rebound cleared off by Chamberlain for Cedarville. Comes up the other way with the basketball, and he's really going in a hurry. Back out Chamberlain, long 3, back iron, no good. Rebound, Dave Michaelis with 39 to go. Michaelis gives it up to Matthews, and they come to the front court. Matthews with the ball, going to drive to the hoop, kicks it over to Carlson, want to go up, put it up. He will not go. He's fouled to go to the line and shoot 2, Alex Carlson. Foul will go on Barry Chamberlain. And they say that's 2 on Chamberlain. And there's where we had our problem. Okay, Carlson at the line. Carlson's first shot is good. Elijah Page comes into the game for Dave Michaelis. Page out of Vancouver, Washington. First time he has been in any game thus far. And also back into the game comes Greg Geiler for Cedarville. Carlson will have one more. The lead is 6. Second shot, no good. Rebound tipped out. Weekly's got it. Shot clock is dead. Game clock says 25. Weekly will come to the front court with the basketball. Weekly gives the ball to Geiler. Geiler out near the center line, guarded by Page. Down to 10 seconds. Geiler's got it. Down to 8, down to 7, to 6. Geiler with the ball. He wants to drive, kicks it down low underneath, throw the ball up, roll around, and down on the basket by Delimpo. It is good, and that will be halftime with Oregon Tech leading Cedarville 41-37. Don't you dare go away, because when we come back here at halftime, we're going to have Jenny Rodwell from the NAIA as our special guest.
Frankie and his staff at Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty want to wish the Hustling Owls good luck on another great season. When buying or selling a home, is there really a choice? Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty, the industry leader and growing stronger.
Selling your used vehicle? Well, don't let it sit in your driveway one more day. Bring it on down to Sell Your Own Wheels. For just $89 a month, you can display your vehicle at their safe, convenient location. And their professional lot manager will show interested buyers the vehicle inside and out.
In front of me, Greg Geiler will put the ball in play for the Yellow Jackets, and he gets it in the backcourt to Weekly. Matthews slips and falls. Weekly comes in a hurry. Matthews after him. Weekly pulls up. Foul line jump. Good. So Matthews couldn't catch up, and Weekly has his first basket of the game, and he averages 11 points, and that cuts the lead to 2. Hustling Owls front court with a basketball. Out on top, Carlson gives it to Baker. Baker bounces over to Nunes. Nunes with a basketball. Back to Matthews, and they are in a man-to-man defense. Baker, long 3, straight on, in and out. It went down and popped out, and the rebound came off to Gast. He gives it up to Weekly. Weekly brings it to the front court. Left-hand side with it to Gast, out on top, right to Weekly. Down low to DeLimpo against Carlson. Kicks it back in the corner. Weekly, long three from the corner. No good. Rebound, Mike Nunes. Skied to get it. Gives it to Matthews. Todd across the equator in a hurry. Down the left side to Huguet. Back to Matthews. Matthews out to Baker. Right side to Nunes. Nunes wants to get it into Carlson. Can't. Goes on top to Huguet. Left side to Matthews. As the teams both right now are playing man-to-man. Bounces over to Carlson along the baseline. Wants to drive in. Put it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Want to put it up again. No good. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Great offensive effort by Alex Carlson. And he is fouled by DeLimpo. And on DeLimpo, Frank, that will be his second personal foul. First of the second half. And Alex Carlson, who is 2 for 2 tonight, will shoot 2 more here to open up the second half of play.
There is nobody on either team, Bobby, with more than 2 fouls.
First shot is good by Alex. And it's 42-39. The winner to meet St. Ambrose, Iowa. Second shot, Carlson, also good. Alex now in the game has got 6. And it's 43-39. Pass comes into Weekly. Weekly in the backcourt, pressured by Matthews. Matthews staying right with him like a poor relation. Now Weekly across, right-hand side, gives the basketball up to Geiler. Out on top, pass intended to Thomas. Loses the handle and almost taken. Is Baker over there. They go in the corner. Weekly open for 3, long 3, and he's got it. Owls paid the price as Weekly hits the 3, and that pulls them within 1 at 43-42. They gambled and lost that time. All right, Carlson with the basketball in front. Out on top to Baker. Kevin's got the basketball. Kevin holds it over his head, goes to Matthews on the left, bouncing into Nunes. Mike Nunes turns, want to put up an 8-footer, good, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Michael Nunes, his first basket of the game for Mike Nunes, and he hits it. And the foul will go on Geiler, and that's his 3rd personal foul. So now we've got someone with 3 fouls, Frankie.
Yep, we do.
Shot on the way by Mike Nunes is good. Completes the 3-point play. Michael's got 5 in the game. It's back to a 4-point lead, 46-42, with 18:03 remaining in this ball game. Front court with the basketball is Gast. Gast wants to drive down on Nunes, kick it down underneath, loses the handle. It goes out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Todd Matthews, is what one of the officials said, and they'll give it back to the Yellow Jackets with 24 remaining on the clock. Weekly looking to get it in. Gets it in to DeLimpo. DeLimpo way out on top of the ball to Gast. Gast on the dribble, guarded by Nunes. Gast with it. Bounces down low to DeLimpo. Turns away, throws his body a pass. Carlson, they're going to call Carlson for the foul. And on Alex, that will be his 2nd personal foul. And this will put DeLimpo at the line where he is 1 for 3. Came into the game at 46%, and he'll try 2 more. 46-42, the winner to meet St. Ambrose. Game coming up next, number 2, Bellevue against Mid-American Nazarene. First shot by DeLimpo is good. And sitting down is Geiler. And coming into the game is going to be Brandon Lee. Second shot on the way, good, made them both. DeLimpo didn't look like a 46% foul shooter there. He's now 3 of 5, 46-44. The Owl lead is 2. Matthews front court to Baker on the right side, back to Todd. Todd with the basketball. Todd passes down to Huguet. Huguet in the middle, passes it over right-hand side to Baker. One bounce dribble down in the middle again to Huguet. Bounces down low to Carlson. Over to Nunes. Open from the side. Shot off. Goes up over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. The ball will go back over to Cedarville. 46-44. OIT by 2. 17-20 remaining in the season for one of these 2 teams. And they've both had great ones. Pass by Weekly. Goes right past Gast and out of bounds. Another turnover. They'll go back to OIT. Baker will take it out. Kevin puts the ball in play to Matthews. And Todd brings it across to the front court. Right-hand side with it to Nunes. Michael's got it on the left-hand dribble. Now goes back to Matthews. Matthews down along the baseline. Now Todd brings it back out on the top of the key to Nunes. Back to Matthews. Down along the baseline to Carlson. Back to Matthews. Back over to Nunes. And now they're back in the zone is Cedarville. To Matthews, over to Nunes. Nunes with the dribble. They're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baker over to Matthews. Down along the baseline to Carlson. To Matthews. He's going to put up a long 3. Short off the iron, and the rebound comes right into the hands of Josh Gast for Cedarville. Comes down left side. Brandon Lee, pull up three on the way. No good, and he's fouled by Hugay.
Not a smart shot, not a smart foul there.
Hugay picks up the foul, and Gaston, 81% foul shooter, will go and shoot three. I would like to see a replay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he touched it, but maybe, the referee did, so it's a foul.
Yeah, your opinion.
Instant replay. My opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
First shot on the way, Mr. Automatic at the line. And, of course, it's not Gast, it's Brandon Lee. Brandon's 71%, but he looked like he was 81 there. He'll have two more. They can tie it here.
So he should miss one of these, Bobby.
Second one is good. We're tied at 46. Michaelis and Hesia in. Hugay and Nunes out. The tie at 46 is the fourth. The last was at 32. And Brandon Lee can give them a 1-point lead after they trailed by 4 at the half. Shot perfect. Got them all. They're 5 for 5 this half, and the Owls 3 for 3 at the line. 47-46. Cedarville by 1. 16:30 to go. Baker with the basketball. Baker gives it over to Matthews. Bake hasn't had a shot yet here in the second half, and they are in the zone. Now Bake is in the middle. Matthews with the ball down to Hesia on the left-hand side. Back out to Todd. Lob into Carlson. Carlson over in the corner to Michaelis. Michaelis with the ball on top to Matthews. Into Baker. Baker backs the ball out, gives it to Todd. Todd behind the back dribble, gives it back to Lavelle with 8. Back over in the corner to Matthews. Drives baseline. Kicks it across to Carlson. Back out to Michaelis. Open for three. Bingo! David Michaelis, his third three. And the Owls are back ahead 49-47. And we're under 16 to go. Out of the backcourt with the basketball is Gast. On top with it to Weekly. Weekly into Thomas. Thomas is a good one in the middle, and he is fouled by Baker. And on Kevin, that will be his second personal foul. And that will send Thomas to the line to shoot two. Mugabe, the sophomore out of Kingston, Jamaica. First time he's been at the foul line tonight. 61% on the year, and he will shoot two.
He is going, if he's only a sophomore, Bobby, he's going to be a good one.
Oh, isn't he ever? Going to be a great one. Eyes the hoop. Perfect. Matt Johnson in. Alex Carlson out. 49-48. The Owl lead is 1. This has been another great basketball game. I'll tell you, almost every game in this tournament has been a good game. And they certainly have here the last all day today and yesterday's games. All right, second shot on the way, Thomas. Roll around. This one no good. Rebound tipped around. It comes out to Michaelis. Michaelis gives the ball to Matthews, who slips. Todd brings it into the front court. Comes back to Michaelis. Back over to Matthews. To Hesia. Hesia with the basketball. Hesia on the dribble out to Matthews. They're in the zone. Back to Lavelle. Lavelle's going to drive down, take it down, give it over to Michaelis. Out to Matthews. Over to Matt Johnson. Down low to Baker. Baker backs his way in. He's in trouble, and it's knocked out of his hands. No harm, no foul. And coming the other way is Cedarville. With the basketball is Weekly. Weekly over to Lee, and we have a whistle and a foul against Cedarville on illegal screen. And DeLimpo picks up the personal foul, his second. And that will be the third team foul. Hugay back in, and Matthews will get a rest, and Hesia will move to the point. Baker will take the basketball out. Bake hasn't had a shot here, Frank, in the second half. Baker front court with the basketball. Had 16 first half points. Over to Michaelis. Back to Baker. Baker with the basketball. Bake over left-hand side to Hugay. Back to Baker. Cross to Hesia. Lavelle, one bounce dribble back to Baker. Baker left-hand side to Michaelis. He guns up a long three. This one back ironing off. Hugay, for the moment, had the rebound. Knocked it off Weekly, but they say no. It was last touched by OIT, and it'll go back to Cedarville. And sitting down now is Gast.
And Leininger.
And Leininger comes into the game. All right, Weekly in the backcourt's going to bring it out. Weekly to the front court, behind the back dribble. Hastia sticking right with him. Goes down, roll around, and roll it to the hoop. Nice play by Weekly. Weekly has 7 points in the game, all in the second half. And Cedarville, again, takes a 1-point lead at 50-49 with 14:30 remaining in this ballgame. Hastia out of the backcourt with a basketball for OIT. Over to Baker on the left-hand side. Bounces down to Hugay. Hugay back to Baker. Baker with the basketball. Comes way out on top to Michaelis. Michaelis looks right to Haysia. Haysia drives down to the baseline, brings it out against the zone to Johnson, to Michaelis, over to Baker. His pass goes over to Haysia. Lavelle picks the ball up. Lavelle on the dribble, goes in the corner. Michaelis from the corner. Shot will not go, and the rebound comes over in the corner to Weekly. 1 and out for OIT against the zone. Michaelis has gone cold, missed his last 3. Weekly scoop to the hoop, down low, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Weekly. Weekly with the foul as he knocked Matt Johnson down. Johnson taking the charge. And that will be the 4th foul against Cedarville. Baker will now take a rest as Carlson comes back into the game for OIT. And back into the game comes Geiler, and he will replace Weekly with 13:56 left. 50-49, the Yellow Jackets of Cedarville with a 1-point lead over the Hustling Owls. Haysia with the basketball. Lavelle front court. Lavelle dribbles down into the quarter. Now he brings it out, goes back in the corner to Carlson, back out to Haysia. Long 3 left side, off the iron, will not go. 1 and out again. With the rebound comes Geiler. Geiler out of the backcourt. Haysia right behind him, over to Brandon Lee. Long 3, short. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by Alex Carlson. It looked like he was pushed by Borton, but they say no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I thought when the whistle blew they were going to call a foul on Borton because it looked like he pushed Alex
thought,
out of
they thought it was a little
bounds,
pity pat, which is fine. I mean, they certainly have the right to call it the way they want on that. Won't argue with that one. Long pass comes out to Leininger. Leininger drives down the middle in the lane. Pass down low underneath. Want to put it up. Blocked by Carlson. Carlson with the block. They tip it out to Haysia. Haysia and Michaelis come in on 2-on-1. Dave goes to the hoop and lays it home. David Michaelis. He's got 11 in the game. Owls back ahead 51-50. Leininger out of the backcourt. 13 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. Leininger on the drive. Drives straight down in traffic. Loses the ball. It goes out of bounds back to OIT. Nunes back in the game. Michaelis out. David had a good set there. Baker comes back in, and Matt Johnson now goes out for OIT. Danny Miles trying to orchestrate the theme from the sideline. 13:08 remaining in this nail-biter. 51-50 Oregon Tech. No one said any of these games would be easy. We're the underdog in all of them. Haysia right side. Baker first shot. Second half the 3. This one won't go. And the rebound comes off to the big guy, Borton, at 6'9". Gives it over on the near side to Geiler. Geiler to Chamberlain. Hands it over to Leininger. They cut Leininger off. Now he goes back to the middle. Drives down underneath. Finds Borton wide open. Lay it home. Nice pass by Leininger. Borton scores, and Cedarville goes back ahead 52-51. Hugay drives down to the baseline. In trouble. Underneath. Has to get the ball out. Does to Carlson and back out to Haysia. Lavelle one bounce over to Nunes in the corner. Hugay for 3. Parlez-vous français. Florian Hugay, his first basket. He's got 4 points in the game, and the Owls again by 2 at 54-52. Backing the basketball out is Geiler. Geiler trying to drive down, foul line over to Leininger. Long 3, right side Leininger, no good. Rebound underneath the big guy, Borton, and a foul is going to be called on Alex Carlson on a push.
Which will be his 3rd.
So that's the 3rd foul on Carlson. 4th team foul. Todd Matthews will be coming back in for OIT. And let's see if they go extremely. He's going to replace Haysia. So 3rd foul on Carlson. And, of course, if that was a foul, then I think that Borton should have had the other one. But they take the ball out underneath. Each team now, and throwing the ball away is Borton. Kind of an equal opportunity. And we'll go back over to OIT. What a game. 54-52, Tech by 2 with 12:05 remaining in the ballgame. 2 fine basketball teams playing here tonight. Going to be tough for whoever loses this game. Matthews falls down. Now gets back up. Hugay gives him back the basketball. Back over now to Baker. Back to Matthews. They're in the zone. Is Cedarville. Todd on the dribble. Right-hand side down along the baseline to Baker. Looks inside. Goes clear across court to Hugay. Another long 3. Again, the Frenchman's got it. And it's 57-52. The lead is 5 with 11:34 to go. Pass to the high post to Borton. Whirls around Carlson, throws up a 6-footer. No good. Baker another rebound. Baker kicks it out to Matthews. Todd to the front court. Todd's going to drive down. Long pass to Hugay. To Baker on top for 3. Yes!
That'll take him out of the zone.
It's an 8-point lead. Biggest of the night. Back-to-back 3s by Hugay and Baker. And timeout Cedarville. And the Owl fans are on their feet with an 8-point lead. And Frank and I will be back.
Lights, camera, action. That's what the professionals at Lush Production can provide. Whether you want to create a commercial, a training video, or marketing tool, Lush Production can do it all. Lush Production can help from the concept stage to the finished product. They'll even help you with media selection and purchase. Call Lush Production today at 884-7149, where affordability and quality go hand in hand.
Back here, Bobby Thompson and Frank Reskin. And Frankie, two great back-to-back threes by the Flying Frenchman. And then Baker with a dagger, the third three in a row. And Oregon Tech comes from one down to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, Flo was very quiet in the first half, Bobby, and he hit two critical shots. And I believe what you'll see is Cedarville go back to man now.
All right, 60-52, biggest lead of the night for Oregon Tech with 11-11 remaining in the game. Thomas back into the game, gets the ball to Weekly, who is also back into the game. Weekly left side to Gast. He tries an NBA three. No good. Rebound comes long. Matthews trying to get it, but Weekly gets it in the corner. They get it over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain on the dribble with the left hand. Wants to give it to Weekly, but comes way out on top to Thomas. Thomas bounces down low. Where the basketball is DeLimpo. DeLimpo backs his way in. Over Carlson. Shot no good. Rebound comes down underneath, and Baker's got it, and he's fouled underneath. And oh my, DeLimpo caught an elbow from Baker, and Baker's really sorry about it, but Baker got knocked in. It wasn't DeLimpo that caught the elbow, though. It was Chamberlain who caught the elbow, and then he looked like he twisted his ankle, too, going down.
Yeah.
And Baker trying to help pick him up, you know. Good sportsmanship by both teams. But DeLimpo fell into Baker, and DeLimpo picked up the personal foul, his third, and he knocked Baker off his feet right in to poor Chamberlain, who didn't know what hit him. It was like a freight train.
And these are big boys here.
They are big boys. All right, the Owls will put it in play. They're trying to see if Chamberlain is all right. And Barry shakes it off. He's a 6'7" senior from Brookville, Pennsylvania. And now he's going to come out of the game because he's limping. All right, Matthews front court with the basketball. Todd on the dribble, now gives it up to Baker. Baker out on top to Huguet. Huguet with a basketball, lob down underneath the Baker, wants to put it up, blocked by Thomas. Baker gets it back underneath the Carlson. He wants to go up, his shot is blocked, but a foul is going to be called on DeLimpo, and that's going to be 4 on DeLimpo. DeLimpo wanted to travel, and I'll agree. Carlson did travel after DeLimpo belted him.
Yeah.
Alex will go to the line. He's 4 for 4 tonight, and he'll shoot 2. 60-52, Hustling Owls. The winner will meet St. Ambrose in the championship game.
Not in the championship.
Well, I should say in the semifinals. Thank you. You'd like to think that you only have one more
I
to
was
get
hoping,
there.
but
shot by Carlson, rolls around, the Boston bounce, down it goes. And DeLimpo out of the game, and Borton comes in. Matt Johnson getting ready to come in for Carlson and give Alex a rest. Alex and Huguet both playing with 3 fouls. Second shot, good again by Carlson. Alex will sit down. He's now got 8 points in the game. Carlson sits down as Johnson comes back in the game. Biggest lead of the game and the first double-digit lead of the game. It's a 10-point lead OIT. Nunes putting pressure on in the backcourt against Gast. Gast loses the handle. The ball goes out of bounds, but they say last touch by Nunes. Oh, Michael really put the pressure on Josh Gast, the senior out of Prospect, Ohio. 10:24 remaining in this ball game. 62-52 Oregon Tech. Happy to bring it to you on our web as well as 1150 in Klamath Falls, Oregon. KAGO. Weekly with the ball. Gives it up to the left-hand side to Geiler. His pass to Thomas. We've got a whistle and a foul, and I think it's going to be Baker.
Which will be 3 on Kevin.
And now Baker picks up his third. So Baker, Carlson, and Huguet all with 3 personal fouls for OIT.
Huguet only has 2.
Does
Bobby.
he only have 2? Okay, they keep changing. Remember, they had him for 2, and I only had him for 1, and they've changed it around. All right, into Thomas. Thomas wants to drive down, lean in, blocked by Matt Johnson, and Thomas loses it out of bounds. What a great play by Matt Johnson. 10 minutes approached here, remaining in this ballgame. Can the Owls ride home? Stay right there with us. The winner to meet St. Ambrose Monday night at 8, 6 o'clock Pacific if it's OIT. Todd Matthews out on top of the basketball. Yo-yos the dribble, pulls up for a 3. Off the back iron, no good in the rebound. Taken up by Mugabe Thomas. Gets it up to Weekly. Weekly right-hand side with the basketball to Geiler. Geiler on the dribble. Yo-yos it, now bounces to the high post to Borton. Borton down, now moves to low post, put up a shot, blocked by Matt Johnson. He had ball, but he got him with the body. So Matt Johnson picks up his second personal foul, and that will put Borton at the line. He's 67%. He's not been there tonight, and he will shoot 2. Each team now with 6 fouls here in the second half of play. The left-hander out of Spring, Texas. He's a sophomore. Puts the ball up, and the first shot is perfect. Alex Carlson comes into the game, and Kevin Baker will get a rest. Bake has only had 1 shot, but he drilled a 3 here. In the second half, he's got 19, getting a well-deserved rest again.
I think
Borton will have 1 more.
I think he's had 2. He's 1 for 2 in the
second half. Is he 1 for 2?
Yeah.
Your memory's better than mine, Frankie. You're younger. Second shot, no good. They get the rebound, and they throw it away. Oh, my. Wow, Mugabe Thomas. He hurls I tell you. And what a nice gesture. He landed right in the young man's lap. Are you okay? But what? I tell you, he must high jump as well.
Yeah, it looked like Lavelle's deal back at OIT when he
it
jumped
did.
the table.
All right. Howells put the ball in play. Get it to Nunes down the right-hand side. Michael with the basketball. Howells by 9. Michael drives. Gets it back to Matthews. Todd with the basketball. They switch back to man-to-man. Out to Matt Johnson. Johnson wants to drive back to Huguet. Florian with the ball. Florian wants to drive on Geyer. Now looking. Stops. Terminates his dribble. Jumps up an 8-footer, and he hits it. Florian Huguet now with 9 in the game. 3 baskets here in the second half. 11-point lead, biggest of the night. 64-53. We got 9:05 to go. Thomas backs his way in, turns, puts a shot up in the lane, very short. Rebound, Carlson. Gets it out to Todd Matthews, and Todd comes across the timeline for OIT. Matthews on the dribble, out on top to Huguet. Florian with the basketball, back over to Matt Johnson. Down on the left baseline to Nunes, backs his way in, turns around, jumps it up, no good, and they're going to call a foul, and it's going to go against Josh Gast. It'll be his first, and that'll put Mike Nunes at the line for 2 shots. And timeout taken. And it's 8:45 remaining in the game. The Owls by 11. We will be back.
In Lakeview, Spires Sales and Service is your full-line General Motors dealer. Give Oliver and his staff a call at 947-3327 for all your General Motors needs. Spires has a full GM body shop, parts, and sales department to serve you. Good luck to the Oregon Tech men and women from Spires Sales and Service, 318 North F Street in Lakeview, where they treat their customers like family.
Anything and everything from A to Z. That's what you'll find at Heaton Steel and Supply. Arch culvert to service saddles, boat spikes to wire wheels, copper pipe to Visqueen. Heaton Steel and Supply is the basin's best choice for steel products and supplies. Since 1944, Heaton Steel and Supply has furnished the Klamath Basin with the largest supply of steel and hardware for the Klamath farmers, contractors, and homeowners. For all your projects, see Heaton Steel and Supply, 428 Spring Street, 882-3426. Heaton Steel and Supply.
Well, Frank Reskin, I'm Bobby Thompson. 64-53 Oregon Tech. Been a great game, Frankie. Played very well by 2 very good basketball teams, Cedarville, Ohio, and Oregon Tech. Someone is going to be going home after this game. Someone will advance to the Final Four. You hate to see anyone that plays this hard and this well lose, but there's got to be a loser as well as a winner.
Yep, this has been a great game, and I think OIT will come out on top of this one.
Well, right now they lead it by 11. 8:45, that's an awful lot of time. Shot by Nunes is no good. Michael will have 1 more. Leading the foul shooting for OIT at 84%. Mike Nunes, second shot is good, 1 of 2. Thank you, AD Mike Shell. More water for the old boy here. He's running dry. All right, front court, Weekly comes. The lead is 12, 65-53. Out on top with the basketball is Gass. Back over to Weekly. Weekly with the ball, driving on Matthews. Matthews stays with him. Weekly goes to the hoop and lays it home. Nice play by Jason Weekly. And he's got 9 second half points. Cuts the lead back to 10. 65-55 with 8:20 to go. Matthews with the basketball. Out to Huguet. Huguet over to Matt Johnson. Matt bounces down low to Mike Nunes. Nunes with the ball, tries in the middle. Loses the handle, kicks it over to Matthews. Matthews back out to Nunes. Nunes to Huguet. Back over to Matthews. Matthews with the basketball, lobs into Nunes, and they're playing man. Nunes backs it in, fade away, 8-footer, in and out, tough roll, wouldn't go, and a foul's going to be called on Carlson, and that was a real pity-patty foul.
Yeah, that was.
Very pity-patty foul. Borton will, that is the 4th foul on Alex Carlson. He's going to come out, and Baker will come in. That one, I tell you, Frank, I think that's probably the most iffy call I've seen tonight. And that is the 7th team foul on Oregon Tech. Nunes also out, and Dave Michaelis in. So this will send Drew Borton to the line. He is 1 for 2, and he will be shooting a 1-and-1. 67%, the sophomore from Spring, Texas, the big left-hander, trying to get his team into the semifinals. 7-5-9 remaining in this game. First shot is good by Borton, and the lead cut back down to 9. The digits are reversed. 65 OIT, 56 for Cedarville. Borton will have one more. Can the Owls hold on? Second shot by Borton, good again. Baker gets the ball inbounds to Matthews. The lead is 8. Todd out of the backcourt with it. Comes to Matt Johnson. Johnson with it, gives it up to Baker. Hacia also into the game. Lavelle's got the ball. Now over to Dave Michaelis. Jumps up a long three. No good. And Matt Johnson swats the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go back over to Cedarville. So Cedarville can cut that 8-point lead to 5 with a tray, and 6 otherwise with a bucket here, and still plenty of time. Weekly with the basketball. Weekly on the drive. Hacia trying to stay with him. Weekly drives down, gets it out to Borton. Borton gives it up to Geiler. Geiler back to Weekly. Weekly drives back down, out to Thomas. Long three, off the iron, no good. Weekly the rebound underneath, put it up and in. And here they come. 11 second half points for Weekly, and they've cut that lead from half from 12 to 6. Matt Johnson with the ball. Johnson to Baker. Kevin's got the basketball. Kevin holds it. Kevin gives it over to Dave Michaelis, and now to Lavelle Hacia, and we've hit the 7-minute mark. 16 on the shot clock. Matthews on the dribble. Todd wants to drive down in the lane, scoop it to the hoop. It will not go, and Thomas the rebound. What a great move by Matthews, and the ball teetered and pounced off. Weekly, front court. Now they give it to Thomas. Thomas out on top to Weekly. Drives down low, finds Thomas underneath, lay it home, count the basket. He's fouled by Matt Johnson. Thomas now with 11 points, and the lead is 4.
Yeah, it's certainly been a change of events. What have they outscored OIT now?
Well, right now they're on a 7-0 run.
Yeah.
Ever since you said you thought OIT. 7-0, and Mugabe Thomas at the line. He can cut it to 3. 6:41 to go. The Owls need a basket in the worst way. Thomas, shot on the way, perfect. And out of the backcourt comes Matthews. And they want a timeout, does Danny Miles. 3-point lead, a 9-0 run for the team from Ohio. And we will be back.
When you're ready to buy a new auto, do you find yourself waiting for the dealer to put it on sale? At Oregon Auto Brokers, we often wonder that ourselves. It's our policy at Oregon Auto Brokers to offer a low price on every vehicle in our inventory every day. How about a 2001 Ford Escape for $12,995, or a 2000 Ford Explorer for $89,995, a 97 Ford F-250, a 95 Kia Sportage, a 93 Toyota 4Runner, a 96 Caravan? The list goes on, and the prices are low every day at Oregon Auto Brokers, 4330 South 6th Street, Klamath Falls.
If you're in business, you know just how critical it is to have all of the elements in place. Desks, chairs, filing cabinets, paper, pencils, and more. For over a quarter century, Mark Lepley and Bob Petrick of L&P Office Products have provided the Klamath Basin's businesses the very best in office supplies and furnishings. Locally owned and operated, L&P Office Products has what you need at the right price. Call or stop by soon. You'll be glad you did. L&P Office Products, 12th and Main, downtown.
Well, the OIT faithful up on their feet, rooting. OIT, 9-0 run for Cedarville. They've cut the lead to 3. Lavelle Hacia, fadeaway 10-footer, no good. Rebound underneath. The foul is going to be called on Dave Michaelis. Over the back when they pulled the rebound down. First foul on Dave, 9th team foul. And this will send the Cedarville Yellow Jackets to the foul line, and it's going to be Josh Gast, 81% foul shooter. He is 3 of 4 tonight, and he will shoot 1-1. Gast eyes the hoop, first shot, perfect. They were down by 12, and now they trail by only 2 on a 10-0 run with 6:29 to go. as the Owls have gone cold and need to regroup. Shot again, no good by Gass. Rebound, Matt Johnson. Give it over to Todd Matthews, and here comes Oregon Tech to the front court. Matthews backs it out. 2-point lead, 6:21 to go. Todd with the basketball. They're playing.